Hey guys, welcome back to RWM Finance. And so today I wanted to talk with y'all about how to have more money. I know that everybody would love to have more money, so I figured making a video about it would probably help some people out. Now, I've made a couple videos that kind of cover a little bit around this topic, but not necessarily dead straight on it, like with my video over why you need a side gig. So there are really only two ways to have more money, and one way is to increase income and another way is to decrease expenses. In this video, I'm going to go over some ways to increase your income. But before we get to those examples, please scroll down and click that subscribe button, and then we can get to those examples. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video, that way you hear every single one of my examples. I feel like some of them y'all might really like. So we're going to go over some examples on ways to increase your income. Our first example is pretty simple, and that is to find a second job. I mean, everybody probably knows this is a way to increase your income, but whether or not they're willing to do that is another thing. If you work a 9 to 5, then there are plenty of places out there that would be willing to hire you to work, say, a 7 to midnight shift or something like that. Many places need shelf stockers, and the example that comes to my mind is Academy Sports and Outdoors. But if you aren't willing to do that, I do have some other options in this video, so stick around. Our second option is to hustle better. Now, what I mean by this is to start like a side hustle or a side gig. Now, some of y'all might say that getting a second job and starting a side hustle are one and the same, but I would categorize them differently because I feel that a side hustle is something that you should be passionate about or something that you should enjoy doing. So if you enjoy mowing lawns, then start a small-time lawn care business. I know I always revert back to the lawn care business, but I actually enjoy mowing lawns, so that's why I always do that. I know it's a little weird, but whatever. I just enjoy doing it. But I mean, if you're passionate about food or if you're passionate about cooking, then start a YouTube channel where you post videos on how to make certain things that you're cooking. Or, with the food example, make an Instagram page where you post the pictures of the food that you're eating. Make pretty little arrangements and post pictures, and people love that stuff. I mean, who doesn't love food? If you play guitar and you're pretty good at teaching it, then you could do like guitar lessons. Or if you're good at a subject in school, like say math, science, history, then you could tutor on the side. And that's, if you enjoy doing it, then it might bring you some joy to see those people learning new things. Now, our next example or option or whatever you want to call it on how to have more money by increasing your income is to find a job with a higher pay. Now, in my video over the Rich Dad Poor Dad key points, Robert Kiyosaki says that you should work to learn and not for the highest paycheck. And I know that this last example kind of negates that, but big but right here. What my point is to invest in yourself and learn some new valuable skills and use them to find a higher paying job. And you can learn new and valuable skills like accounting or coding or something similar to that just on YouTube. Just check it out. I'm serious. Look it up. Our next example on ways to increase income is to invest in stocks. Warren Buffett says that we need to find a way to make money while we sleep or we'll work until we die. So he suggests making investments in the stock market so you have a second source of income. Because if you only have one source of income, then you're only one step away from poverty. Now, as I always say, with any investment that you're going to make, don't just jump right into it. Make sure to do your homework on it. Make sure it's the right investment for you, and make sure that you can afford to do it. I actually have a video on how to be a defensive investor that has an investment strategy that is so simple that I feel like everybody could do it. So check it out. Now, if you're looking for some books to read on the topic of investing in stocks, I have a couple down in the description bar below that I think would really help. One is The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, and another one is Buffettology. I have links for both of those down in the description bar below. Make sure to check them out. They are really interesting, and they have a lot of great information in there that could help you learn how to invest in stocks and do pretty well. Now, our next option is to start an online business. You can actually create your own Amazon storefront where any item that you sell on that site you get a commission for. So if you have a following due to Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or something else, then this could be a really good option for you. Now, our next way to increase your income is to invest in real estate. I feel that real estate can be one of the greatest investments that you can make, and it could provide you with passive income that would last last you a lifetime. So an idea that you might want to look at is that you could rent out an apartment, and if it is okay with your apartment complex, you could list it on a place like Airbnb and make some extra money. But like I said, you have to make sure that your apartment complex that you are renting from is okay with this. And as always, you could buy a house and rent it out, or you could buy a duplex and rent it out, or you could buy an apartment complex and rent out the apartments. Robert Kiyosaki has a great book on some real estate advantages, and the title of the book is actually called Rich Dad's Real Estate Advantages. And you're in luck because I actually have the link for that book down in the description bar below, so check that book out as well. Now, our last example on ways to increase your income is to start a blog. If you have a topic that you're passionate about, like politics or sports or even celebrity gossip or something like that, then starting a blog might be something that you should look into. It is actually free to start one, so this doesn't really give you a reason not to try it. Well, I'm glad you stuck around because I actually have one more example on ways to increase your income, so thank you for sticking around, and here it is. And my last example is to create and sell your own ebook. If you have an idea for a book, then write it. Or like with the cooking topic that I talked about, if you have some recipes that you think are just amazing, then write your own cookbook. Or if you're passionate about gardening, or if you have some techniques that worked for you and would like to share them, then write about that. The thing is, with most of these examples that I have given you, the main hump that everybody has to get over is just starting it. I mean, start with just writing down one recipe if you're wanting to write an ebook. Start by posting just one picture on the food that you just ate on your Instagram page. Start with just making one video on your YouTube channel. Start by just mowing one yard. Start with just investing in one stock. The thing is that you can't get to your 50th recipe, picture, video, yard, or stock without starting with your first. Well, those are some ways to increase your income, and I hope that those examples helped, and I hope that you find one or multiple that may work for you. But like I said, you just have to get started. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, scroll down, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel below. Also, if you have any questions, please leave those down in the comment section and I will personally try and respond to each and every one of them. Follow us on Instagram at RWM Finance. Remember to check out the list of books in the description bar below. There are some really good ones in there and I will constantly be updating those. That way y'all have more books to check out. Also remember that I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so make sure to tune in for the next one. Thank y'all for watching and I will see y'all in the next video.